JaVale McGee this whole play.
Oh my God!
Watch this. And I asked the question, where the hell are you going? Shoots a free throw like I used to shoot it.
Oh, that was
and that was. It just gives it away.
That'll come back to haunt them.
Early on, Matt Barnes, two-handed jam, and he misses. You know what? The Warriors equal to the challenge at the other end. Swamp 3, Dragic had the hot hand, but he just threw it away there. Final seconds of the second quarter, gonna jam it on down, no.
Replay to follow here. Detroit, 8 turnovers. West, he would make up for that.
He would have made the top 10 had Rudy Gay pulled that one down. Instead, off the back of the rim and out of bounds.
Yo, what's up everybody? I miss you guys so much. Sorry I've been away. It's been final season. Not finals, but actual finals. Sit down for 4 hours and take a test. So I do apologize, but hey, I'm back, and guess what? It is finally May. No more trending, is it May yet on Twitter? I don't know what you Facebook people have been doing, but on Twitter, we've been saying, is it May yet? Since pretty much October. Alright, so it's finally May. Season is here. This is officially the 3rd day of training camp for the 2012 season. It's here, guys. It is here. So I'm back. I'm ready to talk. And why don't we just jump into these team previews? And even though this hat does say Lakers, NBA champs, I'm going to start out with the LA Sparks, because that is the most exciting team that's coming. See, I'm too excited for even my camera to handle me. So we're going to jump into the Sparks, and here we go. Alright, let's jump into this team, LA Sparks. Candace Parker, the Candace Parker, just signed a multi-year extension. So that means all my dreams of her coming to New York Liberty and playing with Cappy have just been demolished, at least for a couple more seasons, you know. But I can live with that because I love LA. So anyways, Candace Parker just signed a multi-year extension with the LA Sparks. So let's count her. Candace, alright. Now, Marissa Coleman. Maybe you know her, maybe you don't, but if you think of Christy Tolliver, it's kind of impossible not to think of Marissa Coleman. Them two are here, and they come together. Are reunited, okay? So, just imagine what they did in Maryland, and then times it by like 3 or 4, you know? Because they're older, and they're more mature, and they're more experienced. So you already have that chemistry that all coaches love to have. Now, that's just one new person that's coming. I don't even know where to start with this team. There's so many people. How about we talk about the #1 draft pick, Nneka Ogwumike? I mean, well, that was pretty much common sense. The Sparks had everybody in LA praying for them that they got the #1 draft pick, because y'all know there was no way in the world that the Sparks were supposed to get the #1 draft pick. But they did. Haters hate. Lovers love it. I love it. Let's go. Anyways, they got Nneka Ogwumike, the girl that can get you 40 rebounds and 40 freaking points. That girl is the girl I'm talking about. Nneka Ogwumike. And I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm right. So anyways, alright, they got her. She's going to be a starter. There's no doubt in my mind. Marissa Coleman is going to be a starter. Candace Parker is going to be a starter. And you got Christy Tolliver, who, let's not forget, has one of the quickest releases in the entire league. Okay? And, who else did they get? I'm sure you guys are wondering, well, who's going to be the one guard since, you know, Tisha Penicheiro got traded to the Chicago Sky with all the other Sparks? Allow me to introduce you guys to Sharnay Zoll. No, I don't know if I'm saying her first name right, but it's okay, because I know I'm pronouncing Zoll right, and I better be. Anyways, I've been watching this girl for the past 2 seasons, because I've been really into, you know, the EuroLeague and stuff like that. This girl is a freaking beast. Not wait until the season opener. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm hoping that she'll be a starter. I don't know what the new coach, they also have new coach. I don't understand. I don't know what the new coach is going to have Zoll do. But I'm just so excited for you American fans to see what this girl is capable of, because so many people are putting so much spotlight on, you know, Nneka Ogwumike and seeing Christy and Rissy back together and Candace, you know, healthy 100%. You guys need to focus on this girl, because I'm telling you right now, she is going to be the heart of the LA Sparks. Alright, now if you guys did not know, the Sparks actually have like the entire best pickups for this entire draft. They have so many people, it sucks that the WNBA still has the freaking 11-player rule roster. If they keep April Sykes and they actually work with her and really get her a low post game, the Sparks, they're already tall. They are already freaking huge. If they keep April Sykes, she is 6 feet, might not look that big compared to others, but when you see this girl, you're going to know, hey, that is a big girl, because she's not just some little stick figure that just happens to be tall. No, she has meat on her bones, and when she hits you, you're gonna feel it. Like you're talking about Gentle Lavender, you know, she was improving after every single game. All I can think of when I think about the Sparks is, wow, those are some big girls. It's scary. You don't like the Sparks, you better learn to like them. You better learn to love to get to see them, because they're not going anywhere. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to the Atlanta Nightmare. They, honestly, they didn't really pick up really anybody in the draft except for Tiffany Hayes. I don't have to explain her. Even if you don't like UConn, you know who she is. Tiffany Hayes, number 3. Oh my gosh, she's wearing Diana Taurasi's jersey. Yes, that Tiffany Hayes. Everyone knows Tiffany Hayes' game. She is one of the most hardworking players defensively. She'll also help you out offensively at times. Definitely the number 1 player that risked her body on the court. I believe even at ESPN it became a little game of how many times can Tip Hayes fall. They started doing counts, and I believe one game was 12 times. 12 times that Tiffany Hayes fell down to the ground during a game. Atlanta Dream, they do have a lot of guards running around. They still have Izzy. They just got Kita Swanier, Lindsey Harding, who y'all know is one of my favorite point guards in the game, and Angel McCoughtry, who believes she's a guard, and it's just guards running around everywhere. Erica DeSouza, the girl who really improved a lot last year for the Dream. I was very proud of her game. But she's not going to be with the Dream for at least until after the Olympics. She's going to be with her team. I was about to say some random country. I think she's from Brazil, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah, she's going to be with Brazil or somewhere. Whatever country she's going to be with, she's going to be with. And if you guys remember last year, Central Little also left the team in preparation for like her Spain team. So I don't know what's going on with that, but they haven't released anything other than Erica Souza may or may not be with the team. So keep a lookout on that. I'm looking at the roster right now because I'm not that familiar with the Dreams roster, and pretty much the only big that I really see, if Erica Souza and Little both are AWOL, the only bigs I really see on this list, Catherine Crayfield, but as we all know, anyways, Kate believes she's a guard as well, because she's the biggest girl that will pop a freaking 3 in your face. Clutch master, yes. So it will be really interesting to see Crayfield improve over the season, to see how much of a low post game she can have, you know, get inside the paint and just dominate. I'm really actually excited to see her do that. The Dream, they definitely lost a lot of size this season, but they gained a lot of quickness. So I feel like they might even be like the new Mercury, just run and go, you know. But I think that their defense is going to be really better than last season. And, you know, it seems like whenever the Dream, they're always down in their luck, they're still right there. You know, they always make it to the finals. Angel McCoughtry, you know, she's going to keep shooting. We all know that. We figured that out, haven't we? It kind of helps when 90% of the time you actually make your shots. So don't even worry about the Dream. Dream will be okay. I'm excited to see what Tiffany Hayes does. Hopefully her career will just continue to progress in the WNBA. I keep looking into this light and it's blinding me, so if I keep blinking, I'm not crazy at all. Alright, next on the list we have the San Antonio Silver Stars. Alright guys, for one, let me just say this. It seems like even if they had the young Michael Jordan on their team, people will always sleep on San Antonio. Maybe you guys haven't noticed, but the San Antonio Silver Stars are the exact same thing as the San Antonio Spurs, who are currently number 1 in the NBA. San Antonio is a really great team. I really was sympathetic for Danielle Adams when she went down, because she was such a key factor of the San Antonio team. You know, I just love that Danielle Adams was the Rookie of the Year. Danielle Adams was the Rookie of the Year. She played so hard, you know. So many teams slept on her. She got the last pick of the draft, which was just absolute pathetic. And she came and killed you. Danielle Adams is a freaking beast. You know, we already recognize that. Becky Hammond, there's not even anything you can say about Becky Hammon. She's Becky Hammon. You know, they have a really good team, and even though you might not look at their roster and be like, oh, this person's gonna beast, this person's gonna beast, but they still do it. You know, for a long time, San Antonio Silver Stars were the best team in the entire league. They didn't really pick up anybody too much in the draft, but they do have Lori Moore. If you're an old New York fan, you know who this woman is. You know, she's Lori Moore. I don't know what to say about her. You know, old school, love her defense, swagger, everything like that. You know, she was signed with the Sparks last year, but due to personal reasons, she decided not to come or whatever. And so she's finally signed to the Silver Stars, and I'm so excited. But so anyways, the Silver Stars really didn't even need to draft anybody new. Danielle Adams and Danielle Robinson, those two together, beast mode. You feel me? And Robinson actually had the privilege to go overseas right after the WNBA playoffs and stuff. She got to be with people like, you know, Tina Charles and Kat Pondexter, Brittany Griner. It was about 6 to 7 people only, you know. And so she was able to improve her game. Remember, Jana Pell, big Stanford girl, you know. She is getting healthier and healthier every single month as it progresses. To my knowledge, she actually is healthy 100%. So this will be the first time that basketball fans have seen Jana Pell, honestly, since like her junior year. Don't count the Silver Stars out at all, because any team with Becky Hammon and Danielle Adams on it, to me, oh, they're going to make a push. And of course, any team with Sophia Young, you know, she will always be there to put the ball in the hoop when you least expect it.
Switching everything.
Sophia for the win. Got it. Got
or won it. People always have to push the reigning champions, you know, but it's just, you know, out of respect. Can they do it again? Are they going to be good? Are they going to be absolute trash? Seattle Storm did kind of murder everybody in the year of 2010, and then they fell down fast. And it wasn't just LJ, it was just, they just fell. I mean, and nobody really knows like what to blame it on. It's just, what people don't understand, when you're such a good team, a really great team, and you know, you're killing everybody, those coaches force their teams to watch every single one of you guys' games. It's called film study. They watch you, they learn your plays, this and that, this and that. And if you guys can remember, Minnesota Lynx actually started to lose in the very end of the year because teams finally started saying, wait a minute, you know, we're basketball players, we're not fans, we're not afraid of these guys, we can take them. Minnesota Lynx are pretty much blowing people out and embarrassing them. Their roster is just stupid, stupid, stupid good. And they just keep improving. So anyways, Minnesota Lynx, they're looking really, really good right now. They definitely signed pretty much every single person that they already had, pretty much keeping all their main people. And the other people that they've been improving over the season, like Jessica Adair. Oh, I started to fall in love with that woman. At the very end of the season, especially in the playoffs, I started to see her hook shots and just the way that her footwork. She's so big, and the way that she's able to move. I'm really falling in love with this girl. So I'm really excited to see what the Minnesota Lynx are going to do. Lynx, they're going to be pretty safe for the next couple of seasons. I don't know if they're going to be killers, but they're definitely going to be the team that you don't want to play if you like just had a game 24 hours ago. You know that feeling you get when your favorite college player gets drafted to a team that you don't like? That's what I felt when the Seattle Storm picked Shaquille Strickland. Anyways, no offense to the Storm crazies out there. Have much respect for you crazy fans, but you guys should already see this. Your team not looking too good right now. Honestly, all you guys can hope for is adversity. You guys are gonna need a lot of stuff like that. You know, a lot of Storm crazies, but you fans go hard, and I'm sure you're gonna at least get you guys to win all the home games. But right now, you know, with Lauren Jackson, you know, not doing too good. I don't know if she's out the entire season, but I know that she's not 100% right now. Because if I'm not mistaken, she did get injured. It was like a couple months ago. But hopefully she'll be back soon. But you guys still have Birdie. You guys still have Sue Bird. You guys still have Swin Cash. Oh wait, you don't. Ooh. But no, Shaquille Strickland, my favorite college player, went to UT. If you don't know her, you just don't watch basketball. Period. I was so happy for her to get such a high pick, or low pick, number 2 pick overall. So excited for her. I think she's like 6'2", 6'1", around that. She can do point guard, shooting guard, forward, everything like that. So I really feel like, even though you guys did let Spring Cash go freely, Kendra Strickland is definitely going to help you out, and I'm hoping that you guys make her a starter. Clearly, I think you guys are, especially if Lauren Jackson isn't going to be performing up to her regular part. So yeah, Seattle Storm, you guys' hopes aren't crushed. It's just, especially with the Sparks getting so much better, Seattle's definitely going to have to pick it up at least by midway in order for them to get the right seeding that they want. I still really believe that you guys are going to go to the playoffs, no doubt. When you have Sue Bird that can, you know, hit another person, just like Sophia Young, that can hit the last minute shot when you do not want it, it's Sue Bird. You guys are going to be good, so don't even worry about it. New York! Finally, we are talking about my team. Am I about to be biased? Nah. But anyways, of course, we were the laughing stock at the draft, you know. Everyone was, you know, going through the draft picks, saying all of these familiar names and faces. Get to our pick, number 7, and they said New York Liberty selects. What? Yes, we did select Kelly Kane, but you know what? We, at the end of the season, we're going to be like, ha ha ha, who's laughing now? That's what we're going to be doing. Kelly Kane, everyone knows her because everyone watches UT games, even if you don't like UT. Kelly Kane, 6'6" girl. Let's just say it like this. Nobody knows what goes on in the past year or so. Kelly Kane did not play pretty much her senior year due to different injuries, multiple knee injuries, and it looks like a sad story on paper. However, Kelly Kane has been killing it overseas in the Turkish league, and she's helping her team win. She's been having, like, you know, double games pretty much every single game. But hey, we just have to look on the bright side. Lib fans, you know, out there, it is what it is. We really can't take it back. Yes, there are times when I look at pictures of Novosel and I think, there are times that I do that, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, you always have to trust your coach, Coach Wisnett. He had cool points until the draft. But anyways, you just have to trust him. And what people don't know, Quinitra Hollingsworth, who was pretty much, even though Kia Vaughn did get most improved in the entire league, Quinitra Hollingsworth was our most improved during such a short period of time because she had to step up so quickly. She's so young. Every game I saw her stretching farther, you know, jumping higher. Such an improvement and such a key person for the Liberty. And come to find out, we're probably not going to have her for the entire first half of the season because she's going to be with her team in some foreign country, getting them hoping that they get to the Olympics. So no, we might not have Q, but Kelly Kane is coming in. I don't care what she does. She's still gonna be there to block the shot because she's 6'6". Pearson, don't even get me started on Pearson. Pearson is my absolute favorite basketball player right now. She's a freaking beast, and the fact that she's so much older than all the other girls, but yet she'll still get in that paint and take the charge, dude. I can't stop bleeding. What the heck did I do to myself? I love Planette Pearson, but I never tell her because she scares me when I meet her after game. I really don't even need to mention the player named Cappy Pondexter, do I? I see a lot of Lib fans say, oh, this is going to be the year where Cappy proves everybody wrong. That's actually already happened. If you don't know that Cappy's a really good player, you're just an idiot. And she doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. She's just going to go out there and pretty much be sarcastic with it and be like, oh, you didn't want me. Bow, and you know that everyone knows that she's capable of shooting 40 points a game. If she was that kind of player, but unlike other teams like, you know, Atlanta or Mercury, she's not that kind of player. Not just the sky and the dream that are coming for y'all. Alright, you guys, so now we're going to get into the Connecticut Sun, the team that was hot, and then they got to the playoffs and they didn't do what everyone expected them to do. Everyone knows, nobody ever wants to play Connecticut Suns. Freaking Tina Charles is a freaking beast. I don't like her very much, but you just gotta give her respect because she's a freaking beast in the paint, man. And for her to be so young and she still like scares, you know, veterans, it's crazy. I I'm excited to see what Tina Child's career is going to look like in the future. But anyways, alright, so let's get into what they did in the draft. They picked up some girl. I'm not sure what country she's from or, you know, whatever, but she's big. And I think actually they picked up 2 girls that are really big. And so basically, the Connecticut Sun, they know that their strength right now is Tina Charles. Why not give her some people to play with that's her own size? Basically, is what the Connecticut Sun went with during the draft. So pretty much, when you get to Connecticut Sun, you don't just have to worry about Renee Montgomery. You don't have to worry about Kara Lawson hitting the 3 on you at random times. You know, you don't have to worry about Asia Jones. You don't have to worry about Tina Charles. You're gonna have to worry about 3 other tall people that's coming into the paint randomly. Now, I don't know, since one of the girls is from another country. I'm not sure how good she is or how her and Tina will play with each other. But all I know is you can be the sorriest person if you're big. If you're big, you're gonna do some damage in some way or another. So pretty much right now, the Connecticut Sun, they don't look too different right now. They might have a couple of taller people, but it's still going to be the same people dominating. You still have to worry about Tina Charles. You still have to worry about Renee Montgomery, Kara Lawson. So hopefully they'll have a better playoff. Well, actually, since I'm a Liberty fan, I hope they suck. Alright, and now to talk about a team that I'm really excited to see this season. Tulsa Shock. Yeah, I just said Tulsa Shock. You guys really do not understand what kind of team Tulsa has right now. I understand, you know, everyone was all upset, and I was a little too, because I just feel bad for Tulsa. It's like, you still didn't get the #1 draft pick? That's trash. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm a Sparks fan, but I just feel bad for Tulsa. It's like, they got screwed so bad. Excuse me. So anyways, even though the Tulsa Shock were unable to get Nneka Ogwumike, they still picked up a lot of good players, and I'm really excited to see this team gel and work this season, because I do believe that they'll be better than just a 3-game winning team, definitely, without a doubt. I honestly, well, I'm not going to get up here and say, oh, Tulsa, I see them going to the playoffs. No, I mean, I don't see that right now, because, you know, just because they have good players, it doesn't necessarily mean they're all going to click and they're going to turn into this miracle team. But I definitely do believe that Tulsa will get a lot of key wins, definitely. For my favorite, like one of my favorite players, you know, they picked up Gloria Johnson, which you guys know, I felt like if it wasn't Nneka Ogwumike, then it was going to be Gloria Johnson to get the #1 draft pick. Even Pat Summitt herself even said that Gloria Johnson is the most athletic player she's ever coached. Think of the hundreds of people that Pat Summitt has coached, and then put Gloria Johnson at the top for being the most athletic. The stuff that I have seen Gloria do, the way that she can just bend her body and stretch. Like, I really don't want to bring up the Incredibles, but they're pretty much identical. I see no difference. Gloria Johnson is one of the most entertaining players to watch in women's basketball, hands down. And you already know she's going to be well, it's not like she had to really compete to be a starter. But anyway, she's going to be a starter, and I'm just really excited to see what this Tulsa Shock team can do. Not to mention, they do have one of the best point guards, in my opinion, still there. Ivy Latta. I love that girl, Atlanta home. But, I just have so many players, and speaking of which, they picked up Lauren Dixon. What? That's my girl. So this is why you gotta look at rosters, because you don't even know who people be picking up. I gotta tweet her. Oh my god. I love Lauren. Now I gotta talk about Lauren. Lauren, you can see, you know, she's really small, really tiny. Not just short, she's small, you know, skinny, little hands. But that girl will give you 110%, I promise you. She's not the best point guard in the world. She's not the best shooter in the world. But her heart, I'm about to be so cliche. She's this small, like this small. Her heart is like Shaq size heart. Like, I love Lauren Dixon. Her hustle is amazing. I'm really about to tweet her right now. So anyways, who I really wanted to talk about, where'd it go? Crap. Now, I don't know how to pronounce the girl's name. I'm just call her Riri Williams, the girl from Miami. Basically, well, people, if you didn't watch her at Miami, you might think, oh, Tulsa, they picked her up. She was like, I think she was like one of the last people in the room, if not the last person. The only reason that she was picked the last and not in the first round, she does have a little bit of a behavior problem. I don't want to say that the girl has an attitude problem or anything like that. It's just, you know, we all get caught up in different stuff, you know. No one is ever there, so you never really know what the deal was, but she did get into some behavior problems, and coaches are always afraid to bring a player like that on, especially in the WNBA when you only have 11 slots that can be filled. You don't know if you're going to pick up a good person with a bad personality. Honestly, there's no room for just bad personalities in the WNBA, even though we already have a few. Anyways, so that girl, she's really gonna go in. I'm excited to see her play. Now, of course, a lot of people are saying even if they can push the envelope and get like 10 wins or whatever, they should suck, because everyone's like, oh, they need to keep sucking so they can get, you know, Brittany Griner. Did they get the first pick this year? No, they didn't. So honestly, if I was shocked, I wouldn't really give a crap about that. I would just go and try to win all the games that I could. Like I said, I don't really foresee them being a championship team. The Tulsa Shot actually just played down here. I didn't go to the game because I thought it was going to be a bust. I'm not even going to lie. Sorry, Ivy. But I didn't go to the game. But the entire time I was looking at the box score, Tulsa Shot pretty much had it in the bag. But Atlanta got lucky. They snipped away and got a 2-point win. But still, for them to get such a close win, that was pretty impressive. So it's setting the tone, definitely. I'm ready to see what Tulsa Shot is going to bring. It's pretty much that team that nobody ever seems to have, you know, for the Eastern Finals, but yet they try to sneak in there and get it anyways. And it could have something to do with Tamika Catchings, you know. It's always good to, when a team isn't the strongest on paper, to have a star player like Tamika Catchings. Now, Indiana Fever, they didn't really add anybody. Trying to look. I do know that one of their players just tore her ACL earlier this week, so that's definitely going to hurt them for a while until they figure it out. But then again, Indiana Fever always seems to be going through injuries beyond January, speaking of which, is coming back this season, so that's a good look for Indiana Fever. They were able to make it all the way to the championship, Eastern Championship, and lose. But at least they didn't even have a Breon January, which is one of their best players. So she's coming back. Tamika Catchings is fully healthy. It's going to be a really good season for the Indiana Fever. Alright, now we're going to move on to the Phoenix Mercury. First, let me say that the Phoenix Mercury, I already had my entire speech ready to prepare for the video, even before Penny Taylor went down. So honestly, I'm going to say the exact same thing that I really was going to say. Phoenix Mercury are in a little bit of trouble right now. Yes, Mercury fans, bear with me, listen to what I have to say. Not even regarding Penny Taylor's injury, Phoenix Mercury gave away 2 guards in the offseason. Phoenix Mercury is not guard loaded to begin with. You know who's going to take the shot. You have Diana Taurasi, you have Penny Taylor, DeWanna Bonner is coming into her own, and that's that, honestly. Now, they had a guard, Tamika Johnson, which actually played really good for Phoenix. She used to play with the Sparks. She didn't do anything for the Sparks. She came over to Phoenix and she ran with that. I was really excited to see Johnson's just amp up her game. And then they traded her to Tulsa. Now, we all know Mercury is always having their locker room issues, but we're not going to get into that. So anyways, she gets traded to Tulsa for Andrea Riley. First, also let me say, I love Andrea Riley. I watched her in college, the few games that did come on TV. She's a really great player, you know. She just had a baby earlier last season, and she got back in shape in like freaking 2.9 seconds and was ready for the season. She's a really good player. Still, here's the thing. Why change something that's not broken? Tamika Johnson has not done anything for the Phoenix Mercury except benefit. Like they're benefiting from her defense, from her scoring, from her just taking charge on the court. So that trade, it happened right around the Swin Cash trade too. So I was just looking at the WNBA like, this is just ridiculous. So after that dies down, and then Phoenix Mercury hits everybody else with another jab, they send Nikita Swan-Gay to the Atlanta Dream. Now, I feel two ways about this. Well, really three. One, it doesn't really do anything for them. Two, why? Since it really doesn't do anything for you and they didn't even get anything in return, really. And three, why send a team that already gives you a hard time in the regular season? Why send them another point guard? Right now, the Atlanta Dream hired nothing but a bunch of little bitty guards running around. That means they're just going to run on you, they're going to have defense, and they're just going to shoot with you. Because all Phoenix Mercury does is shoot. Everyone knows that, commentators know that, fans know that. Y'all only run and shoot. You're like Thunder. And it's like, why give the Atlanta Dream, who already has so many guards, another guard? That was so stupid to me. I felt like if the Phoenix Mercury were trying to make a good trade or something, then go do that. But they didn't even get anything in return. It was just like a throw. It was like a gimme. That made no sense to me. It made me upset because now that just made the Atlanta Dream better. Phoenix Mercury is just kind of pissed me off this entire offseason. So anyways, like I said, Phoenix Mercury were in really deep trouble this entire offseason. And then they get hit with their own gun. Penny Taylor goes down and she's out for the entire season because she has to have her ACL, repaired, which actually she just got a surgery the other day and the surgery went fine. So she's okay. She's still not coming back the entire season though, clearly. So anyways, they lose Penny Taylor, one of WNBA's top players. It's really going to be hard for Phoenix Mercury to overcome losing Penny Taylor. However, draft day came. I wasn't happy about this, but if you don't know, if you're a Phoenix Mercury fan and you do not know who Samantha Perales is, you are crazy, you're out of your mind. You need to go look up highlights right now. Samantha Perales is who I won the New York Liberty ticket. That girl is freaking amazing. And I said it in the last video about the draft. Picture Allen Iverson, but with white skin and boobs. That is Samantha Perales. That girl, she seriously, I will go as far to say she is seriously the only true one position that is coming into the WNBA and is really going to be in the WNBA. She is a point guard, purebred. And nowadays in the 21st century, it seems like all these guards always want to take 30 million shots and try to get their own 30 points. That's not her game. But if you need her to, she can definitely put the ball through the hoop, but she's definitely just going to get you the ball first. That's what a point guard should be doing, right? So I'm excited to see what she does. I don't know how she's going to work out with Diana Taurasi because, DT makes her own shots. But Samantha Perales is definitely going to create so many other players on the Phoenix Mercury team. And that's what they need to do if they even want to have a chance to come out of the West. You already know Sparks are stacked up. The Lynx are already stacked up. It's just going to be really hard for the Phoenix Mercury to get it going this year. And right now, Samantha Perales is really going to be their heart. Either she clicks or they're not going nowhere. Face the facts. So I'm excited to see what she does. Also, gotta give a shout out to my girl, Alexis Gray Lawson. I love that girl. I talked to her on Twitter. She's the big sis. She had 34 points in the team win over Japan's national team just the other day. I definitely feel like Mercury's bench is going to have to come alive if they even want to go anywhere. Not even the Western Finals. If you want to go to the playoffs, period, to be honest with you, the Phoenix Mercury bench needs to stop allowing DT to take all these shots. They need to stop relying on DT. She's not going to do it all herself. Their bench needs to step up. And so I'm so excited that my girl Alexis had 34 points. It's time for her to shine. Alright, now you guys know me as a pretty optimistic person. When I say that I honestly don't really know what to say about the Washington Mystics, that's how you know they're in some trouble. Guys, let's just say what it is. Washington Mystics were one of the worst teams of the 2011 season. Honestly, we didn't know who was going to close out with the worst freaking record. Tulsa or Washington. They were just trash, like utter trash. And so you have a horrible season, okay? Everyone knows Washington does have good players. For some reason, they just couldn't get it working. But they also had, the whole coach issue, new coach or whatever. But still, it was just something wrong in the water in DC or something. I don't know. But anyway, so this is what Washington decides to do in the offseason. They have a horrible season, so they're like, hey, maybe we should just trade everyone away. Okay. You can say, well, didn't the Sparks do that too? Yeah, they did, but they at least kept the players that are good, you know, the really good players that make them them. You don't see freaking Sparks giving away Candace Parker just because they had a bad season last year. Washington Mystics have really given away every single vital player on their team. I have no words for Washington Mystics right now. Honestly, at this point, I'm ready to see the Washington Mystics get folded so another team can rise up and, you know, take it away. Because right now, Washington Mystics, they just look ridiculous. Pretty much, if you guys missed the whole entire week period where here's LA, Chicago Sky, Washington Mystics, the triangle made it look like they were all trading with one another, correct? That's not really what happened. Here's Washington Mystics throwing away every single good player on their team, and here's like the Sparks, they send like one to the Washington Mystics, the rest to the Sky send like one to the Washington Mystics, and throw the rest like everywhere else in the world. Washington Mystics just look like they look sad. The only thing that I could see good happening here is that they all come together, overcome the issues, what is going on. I just don't think that Mystics have what it takes to tango with the big dogs. We'll see, man. But I definitely will say that Natalie Novosel, she got on their team by default because New York Liberty did not pick her. But anyways, Natalie Novosel is definitely going to take over, and she's going to be a star for the Washington Mystics. So hopefully all the other veterans can accept going to a rookie for the star quality, because they got a lot of work to do. We'll see, guys. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Season starts tonight. Yes, it is May 18th, and I'm so sorry that I could not get the video done for you guys in time, but I'm going to have it up before 10 o'clock, which is the Sparks' first game versus Seattle. I don't know what to watch. I got the Lakers on one team, got the Sparks on another, and I just got AT&T Uverse, so it's going to be multiple views, baby. Go Liberty!